Hi everybody. I'd like to share a new journal with you today. This is going to be 1904 because her name is an old farmer's almanac. This is a copy of the original 1904 farmer's almanac that I bought either on eBay. No, it was on Etsy. From a woman out in California. And I made a copy because the original is very fragile. But I mean, it's very unique to be that old, 1904. And again, this is 6x9, and it has the spine, curved spine, slightly curved spine, with some of Nick the Booksmith's creation here, like she does with the flat surfaces instead of the little thin surfaces on the spine. And that it is a crackled, and it's a barnyard red, and it's crackled over a black, a soft black, and it's big crackles throughout, and it has this worn look about her. And I put the torn 1904 Farmer's Almanac on top of burlap here, and then it is still crackled and painted, and has this finish, crackle finish underneath that, and then you have a rusty big star right here, and then on the bottom you have some stuff like this that you're going to see, some lace and some red check wired ribbon, and a few little charms. And on the top you have the same, and you'll see where that comes in a minute. And so I'm going to open her up and we'll take a look. And masonite board, so this is very sturdy. The spine is sewn on, it's a hidden spine as you see naturally, is sewn on craft text, and you can see that I put the ribbons on the inside and let it hang top and bottom. And here you have another ribbon here and a big triangle pocket, and then we'll just go through. You have a lot of cardstock, a lot of writing spaces, and it's just a lot of line pages, and you'll see it's just a collection of, like somebody would have collected over a period of time in 1904. So I mean, it has the vintage type papers in it. Many different sizes, different textures. This one is the sewing. There's not an envelope here for this to be in, so it's exposed, and it has two brass hearts. Again, it's a this one is a gray lines, not a black, not like a charcoal gray throughout. So you can see the pieces of paper, the recipes, the old ledger that has been around forever, the big trees, old photos, family photos, and then you have the ribbon here, like an old country book. Remember bindings that were exposed whenever they first started binding books? You have a pocket, an old it's accounting, another old accounting where they have bought, and this is their monthly ledger sheet where they keep up with everything that they're buying. on a heavy cardstock. And then here's the ribbon that hangs from top to bottom. Yeah, this is the old, it tells you here, man, this is old. A copy of something that is really like in the 1920s. This has a suede feel to it, the coffee dye paper, and then you have this little map, little tuck spot there. Also, you can write your bullet points. Another exposed binding, and this is a waxed linen thread. That's the only thing that I use. I think it's phenomenal. The brass hearts again. The ribbon again right here. Some old notes that somebody wrote down. Little coin pocket and a tuck spot. I would really say this is a good pocket that you can use also the coin envelope. A gray ledger paper. Notes, and on the pocket you've noticed that I've tried to use the family photos and out of that paper. It sort of gives you the feel that this is what they were doing back then. And this paper is sort of like the paper that they've taken some, I don't know what to call it, but it's the old type of paper that it is. They didn't have very much of this pretty white stuff in the 1900s. Let's see, I was right here. A lot of florals back then. Little journaling envelope that you can either seal or you can write in it and then close it back up. I left it like that. And then each one of your signatures are sewn here in the center, and you have the little brass hearts on each end. A very unusual graph paper with some leaves on it. Vintage old wallpaper that you could see in some homes back in the 1900s, really 1800s, I think. Coffee stain, music, an old music paper, copy of the old one of my music papers. It came out phenomenal, I think. This coffee staining pattern came out. Belly bands, pockets, all left blank for you to put in whatever you want to put in. I understand that's been a big request by everybody on the internet, and you know, I watch other ladies' videos. I mean, there are some phenomenal journal makers out there. There's a few of us, and we're all different in our styles, which I think is tremendous, and it gives you the opportunity to choose whatever style that you like best. And I'm sure that you don't want all your journals to be the same. So sometimes with all of my custom orders, I notice, you know, if you look at some of my videos on custom orders, they're quite different. They're not your ones that I would create for the general public to pick and use. They're very specific to what they're looking for, and it fits something that fulfills their need in a certain type of journal. But if you watch the videos like I do, and I said there's many excellent ones out there, but we all are different, which I find that amazing. Our different styles, the different colors that we like to use, the different stories that we like to tell about our journals or why we made it and stuff like that. So I mean, it gives everybody a tremendous opportunity to buy excellent journals. So I just wanted to say that I do watch the majority of the other journal makers' videos also, and I take great pride in my craftsmanship too. I did put in one envelope here. I didn't know whether you wanted me to seal it or not, so whoever buys it, you can tell me whether you want this to be like a secret letter place or a secret place that you want to write, or I'll be more than happy to close it up and it will be a full-size envelope. But this is what normally is inside my envelopes, and I wanted to show you this too, because I had one woman email me and said, "Oh my God, there's something in my envelopes. I can't put my hand in there. There's something in there. I can feel it." And it's the strings. I cut the strings off to be about, whenever I seal an envelope, about this short right here. And so they are in there, and then I press them this way. But somehow or another, she felt it and it scared her. So I wanted to say again that this is what's inside every one of my full-size envelopes. It's the seam binding that is hidden inside. Not only is it hidden on the spine outside, they're hidden on the inside. And so this gave me a good opportunity to talk to you about that and show you. I don't see very many other people doing the full-size envelopes like I do, so, and it did frighten that one lady. So a ledger, more of the suede coffee sheets, cardstocks, and then a big triangle here with the same ribbon and a button and the old red and white check ribbon with the wire in it, so you can do anything with it that you want. And so this is 1904 is what her name is going to be. And there's the top and the bottom. This is just a different way of putting the ribbons and everything. Usually they're here, you know, we attach them to pages inside. And so this is just in between certain pages. And this ties, you can tie this into a beautiful bow. And I want to thank you for stopping by. Please sign up for my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. I'm trying to build up my following on YouTube and Etsy. My Etsy shop will be listed down at the bottom. It's LL Creation Studio. And if you could favor my shop, if you do that, Etsy sends you a notice of any new items I think that I put out or anything like that. They do most of those emails. So thank you very much for letting me share, and you have a good evening. Bye-bye.